What the damn it. My knees fucking hurt. No way there's one all the way underneath here. Is there really? What the frick? Hello and welcome to another episode on the Revolution Garage. Today we're going to be fixing up my 2004 Ford F-150. Just a little quick message for you guys. These videos that we make, me and the two guys have been putting our time in to make these videos as interesting and informational as possible. So every video that we make, we appreciate your support. We hope to see you guys watching our future videos later on. That being said, we now have a website open. So we got a whole bunch of new products. Anything that you buy always helps support us and helps us make better videos and opens our opportunities wider to make fun videos and interesting videos. The website is called therevolutiongarage.com. And if you guys want to check that out, we got a whole bunch of stuff. So with that, let's get to the video. Enjoy. So I'm in a little conundrum at the moment. So my truck will not start. And it was running just fine the night before. And I tried it this morning to work on it because I was going to make a video on putting the spark plugs, the actuator solenoid, and just the stuff that I have that I was going to put in it. And now it's not starting. So I put the OBD sensor to it, threw out a whole bunch of codes, and I was reading them. It was saying that the battery could be a low voltage deal. And let me read here. So 13 codes that I got when I put the OBD sensor in. So I was talking to ChatGPT about it, and it was saying for these codes that low voltage from the battery can cause no start or a starter not engaging. Throttle system fails. The P2106 was another code that I was getting. So yeah, and the voltage on the battery was pretty sure it was 11.6 volts when it should be 12.6 volts. So I'm kind of disappointed. I was gonna put in the spark plugs and the actuator solenoid and just fixing those things so it can be running good and stuff like that. So now this is my issue now. So another thing that I have to deal with. So let me point out the ones that are saying what the issue is. B1318, low battery voltage. This can cause no starter not engaging. P2106. That was the one that I talked about to ChatGPT a little bit earlier. And so pretty much putting it in limp mode. So the throttle actuator control system. So it essentially put the Ford in limp mode because of, I guess, the voltage not being good or something. I'm just kind of reading this. I'm just like, what the heck? And then got B1317, battery voltage high or out of range. So often shows up when it's a weak battery or loose battery terminals, bad ground, or bad alternator. I checked the battery and it said it was 11.6 volts when it should be at 12.6. So that is probably the main cause of that. Loose battery terminals, bad ground, or bad alternator. I have not checked the alternator. I've checked the battery terminals. They are not loose, and there is some slight corrosion on the battery. With that little of corrosion, I don't think there should be an issue, especially when it started the night before and I drove it. So bad ground, I checked the ground, looks just fine. It's not loose or anything like that. So C2900. Battery voltage fault. Another confirmation that electrical system voltage has dropped too low. Battery issue again. U codes. So I got 3 U codes, communication errors. U3558, U0BA4, U2023. Usually happens when modules lose communication because voltage has dropped. Again, battery. P1000. Drive cycle not complete after codes were cleared or battery disconnected. So not really a problem, but I think when I did it, I cleared the codes when I was in there and it didn't start. I tried putting the OBD sensor to it, tried clearing the codes, Tried starting it again, but it did not do anything. The starter motor did not do anything. From what it's saying, the battery is the issue because it's a low voltage battery. I'm going to charge my battery jumper. So I'm going to plug that in, get it charged because it's at 1 bar, so I can't really do much with that. So I'm going to get it fully charged, put it on the vehicle, and try to start it. And if it doesn't, that's probably going to be a bigger issue. I don't know. I'm just going to try that, see if it works. Hopefully it does, brings up the battery voltage up to where it should be. And then, so just the issue, weaker dead battery. So, by the way, that's a brand new battery from like a couple months ago, probably like 4 months ago. I bought it just to get it going. So, but it has been snowing and it has been really cold here in North Dakota. So it's possible that it just crapped itself or something. You know, I just left the chat. So I'm going to do that, see if it works, and then we'll go from there. If it doesn't start, gonna have to check the fuses. I don't really have much of a game plan for the rest of it, but just check the battery. So see what happens. Let's get to it. Got my battery jumper plugged in. Probably one of the best battery jumpers you could ever buy. And in the meantime, while that's charging, I'm gonna be playing some Forza Horizon 5. Yeah, got that plugged in. So in the meantime, I'm gonna be playing Forza Horizon 5. So when it gets charged, I will make another clip, another video. "4 days I've been trying to work on this truck, and now it finally starts. Why it's starting, I have no idea why. But it starts. What the now that the truck actually starts, I have no idea, to be honest with you. I wish I took a video to where I could show you that it wasn't starting. Like, it threw out a whole bunch of codes, like right here, a whole bunch of codes, and I don't know. At least it works, so I'm not going to worry about it. So probably something with the battery, probably something with how cold it was, because, you know, yesterday and today it got warmer, and I didn't try to start it yesterday, but now I tried it today, and then it's just fine. So guess now it starts. So I'm happy. I don't have to deal with it anymore. So next project, spark plugs, actuator solenoid, those things, since the battery shit is out of the way. So we're gonna get that done. And so let's get to it. Finally. All right, well, got the one out, kind of dismangled, but it goes in like this. On this end, it was inside where the spark plugs are, and it was just having a hard time trying to pull out. And so far, it's a good deal. Got this one out, 1 down, 7 more to go. So the unfortunate thing about the spark plug is that it is stuck, kind of. So there's a whole bunch of dirt that's covering around that spark plug, so I can't get the socket in to twist it out. So I'm just gonna take a tent stake or whatever you want to call this, sharpen the end of it, try to get around it, take all that dirt out, and then blow it out with a blowing vacuum or whatever you want to call it. But then vacuum it out. So getting this sharpened up and then cleaning it out. Yeah. So I needed some can air, you know, in the little cans and stuff, and I need it for the spark plugs, because on the spark plugs where that dirt was, I need something to at least blow that out. So I went to at least 3 different places just to get some canned air. Yeah, I got canned air with the last place that I went to, and then I got some air compressor attachments so I can use that as well if I need to, just to get that dirt out. and I don't want that to get in the cylinder and then freaking wear the shit out of that piston and cylinder and shit. So far so good. Now back to the shop. All right, so I got compressed air or a duster deal, mainly for keyboards, but for this situation it should be good. And then I got a 26-piece air compressor kit, which will be nice in the future. So now let's try and get this freaking dirt out so we can put this thing back together. Yeah. Just to give you guys kind of a better view of what this spark plug looks like. Yep. And then there's a whole bunch of dirt in there, so I'm just wanting to clean that out. There you go. Yep. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of dirt in there. So I'm gonna use that compressed air right there and then blow that out. Almost there. God damn it. My knees fucking hurt. Let's see if I can get a small hammer and just try to break up that dirt. No, how about that? No, flacking flip flap. Well, I will be using a pen. Almost words. Okay, let's try this again. Well, it's almost there. Jeez, talk about what the fuck. Just looks pretty good, so I'm just gonna be double careful. Just double check. Just do a little extra. Okay, now this looks good to me. Cool. All right, now next step, some penetrating oil. Stick it in to where the spark plug is. Wait 10 to 15 minutes, just in case for when I try to loosen it doesn't break. So I'm just gonna put that in. Should be good. Alright, cool. Then while we wait for that first one, might as well take these broken pieces off at least. Probably get those taken off as well, just to make it look slightly a little bit nicer and a little more preparable for the new parts, which I will probably be getting not too long from now. God damn, bro. Fucking 3 screws already. Okay. What else do I gotta do? You bitch. No way there's one all the way underneath here. Is there really? What the frick? Okay, I literally have half the job taking this frickin' plastic piece off. What else do I have to do? Damn, bro. My avoidance was to not have to take this thing off, but I guess that's a little unfortunate for me, so. Okay, let's try a different size. Let's do 8 and 9. So 10 would not fit for this one underneath this one. Maybe it was a 10, what the hell? Okay, this is a 10. It is a 10. I was just being a pickle dumbass. Okay, let's go with a 10 millimeter little wrench instead of having to deal with this shit. 10, there we go. Let's try this. Okay, so it does fit. It's just not wanting to get in there. Awesome, got the bolt out. Ow. Oh, fuck. Yeah, jump scare me, right? Huh. Fun. Alright, well, I'm gonna need a flathead squibbidwibba. Blah 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 blah. Blibbity bobbity bibbity boo. Bibbity skibbity doo. Hibbity bibbity bobbity boo. Who the fuck is you? Okay, cool. Got a flathead and another flathead. Get underneath here. Try to wedge my fucking a little bit. No, I'm just took off the bumper piece to it. Now I'm just putting all the bolts back in just to have it be ready for when the new one comes, or when I have enough money to get that. So got the whole piece off, not this bumper yet, because I'm still going to drive it around and I'm still going to want to have something to protect the vehicle itself. So Yeah, all right. So it has been a little over 10 to 15 minutes. So let me check to see if this has dried up. All right, let's see what it looks like. Not too bad, just so you can see. And then now I'm going to use the duster blower and then blow that shit out. Alright, so this is the comparison between old and new. This one is the old one. This one is the new one. Not pretty bad. Damn. Okay, putting this one in. I'm about ready to put the new spark plug in there. And then put some anti-seize lubricant on this, just so next time you take them out, then they won't seize up and you don't accidentally break the spark plug. So I already put some on there, and I am going to put it back in just so, jeez, carefully put it in there. Cool. And the torque spec on this is about 26 pounds torque on it on the 2004 Ford F-150 5.4 V8 Triton. Okay, getting my torque wrench already set. Okay, that one should be good. All right, now for the coil. Okay, just kind of push it in there. Wherever the hell all the bolts. I can't remember which bolt goes where. At least that fell on the floor and not anywhere else.
Feeling like my birthday. I've been dancing all night with a bottle in my hand and a smile on my face. And we got a few more on the way. Got a couple more on the way. Got a couple more on the way. I can feel a good time coming. City on the popping, yeah, I pull up when I'm summoned. Party never stopping.